Welcome back to Are You Ready for Stats? Today's video is going to introduce you to the concept of libraries and packages in R. Now, it's important to know that there are functions that are available in base R, but a package is basically a toolbox that contains methods for making graphs, cleaning data. Sometimes they contain data themselves. So, a package is a helpful way for you to create or do something that's necessary for the analysis or cleaning, whatever it is that you have in mind. Now, some of the packages are preloaded. And if you look at your file pane, there's a package tab. And you can see that base R is already loaded. It's got some data sets included in it. And then you can see some of the other packages that are already available. The ones that are checked are obviously the ones that you have available. Now, before you can use a package, you need to install it. And so to do that, you only have to do it one time, and you would do install that packages, if I can spell right. And then I'm going to install the Tidyverse package. So that package actually has a lot of libraries in it. Um, and that's the one that I use the most on this channel. So to install that, I'm going to do install that packages, and then in quotes, I'm going to ask for it to install the Tidyverse package. Now I'm highlighting that line and I'm going to run it using my shortcut keys, which is Control Enter. Now you see a bunch of things happening down here in my console pane. Essentially, it's downloading or installing this package. Now I only have to do that one time unless you get a new computer or maybe you get a new version of R. So sometimes it will tell you that it's not installed and then you just have to do this method again. The one thing I'll point out before we go to libraries is that this is a little bit weird because it says packages in plural, even though I have just one listed. And this one has to be in quotes, whereas when I call for the library, it does not have to be in quotes. So when you are coding, while I'm waiting for this to finish installing, now it's done. So it says it's installed. There's a bunch of red, which don't worry about. It's just telling you basically everything that's included. And if you remember, I said that I'm installing the Tidyverse package, and that actually contains all of these libraries. So there's a bunch of different options within the Tidyverse package, which is why I like to use it because I only usually have to use that one. So I'm going to clear that out because I don't like seeing red. It makes me nervous. Now, I have it installed. That does not mean it is available to me yet. So every time you start a new session of R, before you start coding, you have to both load your data and you have to call for or make your library available. So when you install the package, that's what we do. Now, I won't need to do that again. So actually, I'm just going to delete it because if I came back to this, I wouldn't need to run the install line again. But I do have to every single time call for the library that I'm going to use. So the package is what you install. The library, when you call for the library, is what you're going to be using to actually do your analysis. So it's where the package is stored in your computer. So now when I run that, you'll just see that's what it attached to this particular session. So now it's available for me to use. So I have that toolbox available to use. So just to recap, the package is your toolkit. So that's what you need to be able to do different functions or data analysis. And then to actually use that, you have to call for that library in your actual code. So you install the package one time, and then you call for that library piece from your computer to be able to use it during your coding process. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you haven't already watched the data video, watch the data video. Those are the two necessary things you need before you actually start doing code to create output or do cleaning or whatever it is you're intending to do. So if this is helpful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos.